This is the Combat Counselor POV cam. Trying this out. I'm driving home from the YMCA. Just wrote an article in the Combat Counselor Chronicle about defense spending, and talk about how these politicians, not only politicians, Congress, but even the Department of Defense, are cutting personnel and benefits and plan on scaling down the military, as has been happening cyclically for many decades. Seems like we have a war, World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Gulf War I. After every conflict, once the smoke clears, well, the military becomes unpopular again. And when that happens, defense is usually the first place people want to cut, because most people have no idea what it's like to serve in the military and defend our nation, and how important the defense of our nation is. So we whittle down the forces, personnel-wise mostly. The Department of Defense isn't going to get rid of tanks and airplanes and helicopters and aircraft carriers. They get rid of people, and they cut back benefits and pensions and health care, because particularly right now there's so many people in the military that don't want to leave because A, it's a secure job, which is hard to find these days. The benefits are pretty good compared to the private sector, but most importantly because they're patriots. They want to serve their country. And so we're going through this new round of defense spending cut proposals. And as has happened in the past, after the war, after the conflict, things calm down, people forget how important the military is, and so the politicians throw whatever pork barrel spending, whatever you want to call it, towards their constituents, because of course they want to get reelected so they can retire on that cushy pension they get for the rest of their lives for serving a couple of years in Congress. And what invariably happens is, we end up getting caught with our pants down, as we did in World War II when we were attacked at Pearl Harbor. And I see the same thing happening again. We've been fighting terrorism for 11 years, this battle against Qaeda and Osama bin Laden. So now Osama's dead and Qaeda's not that strong, supposedly. Everybody thinks, we're good. There's nothing to worry about. Unfortunately, that's not true. Defense planning has shifted focus from the Middle East, although Iran is still a big player and a big threat with their crazy president, and about to develop the nuclear bomb, and they have a very strong military in a very volatile and unstable and economically critical region of the world, the Middle East. Oil is vitally important. and so is the safety of our friends in Israel. And so Iran is a true threat. But the defense planning is moving away from the Middle East in general, and the focus is now heavily on China, and for good reason. China has 4 or 5 billion people, and billions that can serve in the military. China's also increased defense spending 12% or more a year for the past several decades. China just got their first, I don't know if you've seen it on the news, but state-of-the-art aircraft carrier. And that spending and that hardware is it's not meant for Korea or anybody else for that matter. Russia, it's meant to protect them or take an offensive posture against the United States. And when you think about it, the United States is just a stone's throw from China. Alaska is not far from Russia and China at all, and could be hit, and as well as Hawaii could be hit, especially with this new aircraft carrier they have. May not happen today, but they're getting stronger and stronger every year. And just think about Pearl Harbor. Hawaii is very close. How soon have we forgotten Pearl Harbor? So, get out and vote. Vote for a strong defense, national defense, because our freedom could depend on it. Vote in 2012 for president, because in 2016 you could be voting for a Chinese premier. Combat Counselor out.